Hi everybody, Wave 3 News Meteorologist Ryan Hoke here with a Hokey video blog update for this Saturday morning. We're already at the 13th of August. My goodness, the State Fair starts on Thursday. Wave 3 News Day at the State Fair is exactly 1 week from this very moment of this recording. So Saturday the 20th is when you'll want to come to the south wing of the Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center to come say hi to most of us from Wave 3 News. All right, let's talk about today's Hokey weather fact. First, hurricane season. We're well in the swing of it, but did you know the Eastern Pacific hurricane season starts 2 weeks earlier because their water gets a little warmer, a little quicker out that way. These are the hurricanes that typically hit Baja California Peninsula of Mexico and that area down that way, and that starts May 15th. The Atlantic hurricane season starts on June 1st. Tell your friends you know that handy little bit of trivia from today's Hokey weather fact. Okay, outside this morning, nice sunrise from our Kentucky One Health SkyTrack cam in Simpsonville, Kentucky. Outlet shops, the Bluegrass. Temperatures are just muggy, upper 70s. We were at 80 degrees as of 6:30 this morning. We finally fell 2 degrees here in the city to the upper 70s. We've got this flash flood watch in effect until Monday at 8 a.m. That includes all of southern Indiana and those folks along I-71 here in Kentucky. That includes Metro Louisville. This was extended southward this morning just because there is the potential for this very heavy rain band that will set up over southern Indiana to send kind of a cool outflow boundary onto the Kentucky side of things, and that would spark more thunderstorms with heavy rain at times. So the heavy rain potential is not as great on the Kentucky side of the river, but there is at least the possibility we could pick up some of those flash flooding conditions at times, especially running from tonight through tomorrow and Monday. So we need to watch this very closely. A couple isolated showers up to our north, just south of Indy right now. Not a whole lot on the radar locally. Starting to pick up some of those showers and even a couple claps of thunder out to our west with this cold front. And this cold front's going to be surging on in as we head throughout today and early tomorrow. It's slowed down a bit on the data. That's why I've lowered the rain chance down to 60% for this afternoon. For southern Indiana, really tonight for those in southern Indiana and those along the river as well. So this is going to bring some very heavy rain, especially through that time frame there, tonight through tomorrow and Monday. And those rainfall totals could get pretty perky at times, especially in southern Indiana. If you want to take away anything from this video, take away the fact that southern Indiana has the greatest chance of seeing the heavy rain and flash flooding. Here's what Futurecast looks like. It's got an okay handle on things. It's not sensing the morning activity that we don't have right now very well. It's trying to put something in there. It's not there. So this may be a little overdone. But you see by this afternoon, kind of a scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm type of deal here by 4 o'clock over Louisville and southern Indiana. I think that may be a little underdone on that end, but you'll see how the heavy rain axis gets set up over southern Indiana overnight, and those folks can pick up quite the total. Here's what the high-res rapid refresh looks like. I think this is more rooted in reality, though it is trying to overdo the rain this morning that we don't have. So there's that, kind of bit of it. These models like to overplay the rain and put down too much rain. So I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative with my forecast here. But you'll see this heavy rain corridor is up there in southern Indiana, and it really cranks up this afternoon and through the evening hours. It tries to give us a lull by 8:30, but I don't think that's rooted in reality either. So we're playing games with the models, trying to figure out where they're wrong, where we are right, and where kind of the consensus is for an accurate forecast. And right now it looks like it's going to be this evening when we see the highest rain chance in southern Indiana, those highest totals in southern Indiana, about up to 5 inches up there, and maybe 1 to 3 on the Kentucky side of the river. I think that's going to be the most sensible product we can put out right now in terms of what we'll see. We've had a lot of messages, phone calls, and such about the St. Joseph picnic. Should be fine. I think there may be a shower or storm around, but it won't be a huge deal. 78 by 5 o'clock with that 40% chance of thunderstorms. Don't cancel your plans to go out there today. I think we will see at least some dry time to get some nice time out there in. If you're playing some of those spinny wheels where you put the dime down, at least you'll have a little bit of cover if it starts to sprinkle a little bit, or maybe some light rain at times. If you get one of those thunderstorms, you can duck under the tents and come right back out. It'll be just fine. All right, so for Sunday, we're at 85 degrees. By Monday, we're at 85 as well. This is when we really start to pick up those rain totals, especially by Monday night. You'll see that those folks up there in southern Indiana could be upwards of 5 inches at times, whereas we're more the 1 to 3 inch range, especially along the I-71 corridor and near E-Town, Litchfield. as we head throughout that Monday night time frame. We may continue this through Tuesday and Wednesday. You'll see those storm chances there, so we may have to extend the flash flood watch too if it looks like we're going to get enough rain for that. We'll see how that works out. It's iffy right now. Thursday, 86 degrees. That's the start of the Kentucky State Fair. Looks pretty good. Temperatures in the mid-80s, 30% chance of rain by that point, and I think we'll dumb it down to about 84 by 7 p.m., with only a 20% chance of rain. And it looks drier by Friday. We're giving you the earliest alert with the 14-day earliest alert outlook here on Wave 3 News, the only place you can see that. And you'll see as we head throughout the second week here of this outlook that we get a lot drier past about the 23rd. No 90s in that 14-week stretch. For August, that's a pretty good weather forecast, I will say, except for the rain, of course. But temperature-wise, we're usually at least in the lower 90s, so that's a pretty good forecast there with those mid to upper 80s. There may be some lower 80s though by the 23rd to the 26th with that slightly lower humidity air and that drier forecast coming into play. So, not too bad of a forecast the second week. The first week, the week that we're heading into, not so good, though, because all that rain could cause a few issues. As always, if there's any flash flooding concerns or issues, we will have the latest on Twitter and Facebook, and, of course, on television as prompted. And we'll continue to watch this flash flood threat over the next several days. That's it for now. I'm Meteorologist Ryan Hoke. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. on Sunrise.